Hi, I am retired professional triathlete TJ Tollakson, CEO of Dimond Bikes. Today we're going to talk about carbo loading. One of my favorite parts of racing is carbo loading because normally I don't consume a lot of carbohydrates. I'm a big believer in the core diet for everyday nutrition. And so race comes up, man, it's time to carbo load. Here we go. Bring it on, right? So you name it, I think of it, I dream of it, and obviously the carbo loading goes on after the race too, so that's exciting. But I do get really excited about the carbo load for the race.
I like to eat. Is that such a crime?
So what does it look like to carbo load? So my coach, Jesse Kropelnicki at QT2, printed off a nice little carbo load spreadsheet for me, so I've got that right here. I would suggest you do the same because the more you have a dialed in recipe to follow every time you do this, the more predictable your results. There's nothing worse than winging your diet
Hot one?
the day and 2 days before an Ironman and blowing your race before it even starts. Stick to the script, do what it says, practice it, make it repeatable, use it. Okay, why should you carbo load? Well, the human body has, hey Google, how much glycogen can a human body store? So Google tells me between 100 and 120 grams of glycogen. So if you take that glycogen and say that's a carbohydrate store at 4 calories, that means your body has 400 to 480 grams of glycogen. Now, if we superload that into a crazy amount of carbo loads, we can probably store up to 1,000 calories, meaning we can store 250 grams of glycogen in our body before the race. So why does this become important?
Why?
Well, during the race, you're gonna burn about 100 grams of carbohydrate every hour that you're exercising, okay, at a minimum. At the maximum, you're gonna put out 1,000 calories every hour that you exercise. So if you're like me, you're burning 1,000 calories every hour that you exercise. We know that we can only digest somewhere between 300 and 400 calories per hour. So if I'm putting in 400 calories an hour and I'm burning 1,000 calories an hour, I'm in a deficit of 600 calories every hour of the race.
The math speaks for itself.
So we want to carbo load, pump up those glycogen stores before the race so we have extra stores to help us get through the race. Obviously, not all of it is carbohydrate or glycogen.
Obviously.
We have some mix of carbohydrate and fat that we're using. The higher the intensity, the higher the mix of the carbohydrate. To when we're just full out sprinting, we're using 100% carbohydrate. That's why sometimes you can watch a guy who's walking or crawling at the finish of a marathon can all of a sudden turn on the afterburners and sprint to the finish line. He's using an entirely different energy source and he has that available at the time. So carbo loading provides you a huge energy store, maximizes the amount of glycogen stored in your body before you undertake a huge event. It physically prepares your mind and your body for battle. It's no different than thousands of years ago when on the eve of a great battle, all the warriors would have one giant feast. So, 2 days before an Ironman, 7 o'clock, I have breakfast. I have 3 scrambled eggs with vegetables and a banana. I have at 8:30, I have 3 fat-free Fig Newtons. At 9 o'clock, I do a short swim, bike, run workout, and I have a bottle of sports drink. At 10:15, I have a recovery drink, chocolate milk protein drink. At 10:30, I pair that recovery drink with some extra Greek yogurt. At lunch, I will do a regular salad with some protein, salmon, chicken, tuna. Then At 2:30, this is a big part of this, at 2:30, I have a 4-ounce bag of pretzels, and I'll snack on that in the afternoon.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
4:30 comes around, I'll have a full energy bar, like a Cliff Bar, Power Bar, regular bar, Picky Bar, any energy bar, Nature Valley Granola Bar, whatever you're into.
I noticed there are a lot of bars.
I hit that up, and then 7 o'clock, I have a large dinner, pasta, big bowl of pasta with chicken and pesto. Why the pesto? Why not marinara sauce? Well, very simple. The marinara sauce has too much acidity in it, so I stick to the pesto. 9 o'clock before bed, I'll have 1 protein shake. That's 2 days before the Ironman. The day before the Ironman, 8 o'clock in the morning, get a nice sleep in, because that's when your sleep really matters, is that 2 days before the Ironman. That night's sleep is the most critical, because you're not gonna get much sleep the next day. So 8 o'clock, I have a big breakfast. What's my big breakfast? Ooh, IHOP. IHOP is my big breakfast. So I will go and I will order pancakes and more pancakes with blueberries on top, inside, whipped cream, and then probably a side of eggs, because I love eggs too. And so I just smash pancakes. So usually I'm not kidding you, I will order 2 full orders of pancakes at IHOP the morning before I race an Ironman. The day before, right? Not the morning of. Then I will also drink 1 bottle of sports drink with that breakfast. So water with breakfast and a bottle of sports drink. Smash those carbs, get that sodium up. At 10 o'clock, I'll have a big muffin.
You're kidding! How big?
It's really one of my favorite things. I love a really good muffin, and so I'll get a special muffin that I know I'm just going to love. It could be blueberry, because I love blueberries. It could be an apple cinnamon, you name it, but I get a big muffin and I eat that at 10 o'clock. By noon, I get a big bag of pretzel, 8-ounce bag of pretzels. So 4 ounces the day before, 8-ounce bag of pretzel the day before the race.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
I eat those from noon through the rest of the day. I just snack on them till the whole bag is gone. Trust me, 8 ounces is a big bag of pretzels. At 1 o'clock, I have my lunch. And what's my lunch look like? It's usually a turkey sandwich or a turkey pita wrap. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm having a banana and an energy bar. Again, Power Bar, Cliff Bar, Picky Bar, you name it. 4 o'clock, I'm having another bottle of sports drink. 5 o'clock, I'm eating 4 more fat-free Fig Newtons. 7:30 is dinner time, and this time I'm having grilled chicken with a small bowl, 1.5 cups, small bowl, 1.5 cups of that same pasta that I had the night before. So again, with pesto sauce, not red sauce, especially important the night before the race. Pesto, if you don't like pesto, you can just do olive oil, and if you don't like olive oil, you can just do butter noodles with some grilled chicken breast. That's it. That's my day. If I'm feeling a little spicy, I might have some dessert like a brownie or something like that. But I try to get 50% of my calories on that day before noon. So what does this look like? Well, 2 days before, I'm gonna aim at about a 60-20-20 mix of calories. So 60% carbohydrate, 20% protein, 20% fat. And then the day before the race, man, I'm going 70% carbohydrates, 15% protein, 15% fat, right? So that's a lot of carbohydrates that day before. I'm aiming for around 800 grams of carbohydrates. You gotta remember, take that times 4 to get your calories, and you're saying that is 3,200 calories just in carbohydrates. I am then going to have about 150 grams of protein and about 70 grams of fat. So that is what that looks like. That's a lot of calories. So 70 times 9, is 630 calories in fat, and yes, and then 150 grams of protein times 4. That's another 600 calories in protein. So that's a big day. So do the math on that. Think about that. 3,200 plus 600 plus 630. Calculate that. 38. So 4,500 calories with no real exercise, give or take. That's what I'm looking for. You also should smash that much before you race an Ironman. You will need it. Pretzels, again, one of my key things the day before the race. If you're not eating a bag of pretzels before the race, you're missing out because one, pretzels are a tasty snack. You can ask any German around.
I know this German. He's sitting over there.
They may not like our pretzels, but pretzels are a tasty snack. Secondly, they're loaded with salt, so you will feel much better during race day after having consumed all that salt the day before. You're welcome. Enjoy your Ironman carbo load as much as I do, and hopefully you have as much success on the Ironman course as I have. And these are things I wish I knew when I first started. So there you go. Carbo load like a pro.